When you're buying and selling the same business at the same time, while ensuring fair value for retiring partners and protecting the legacy they built, you need someone who understands both the numbers and the people. I joined Kinder Australia in July 2004 as a sales engineer. The company had 6 people and 1.5 million in revenue. I was their first dedicated salesperson besides Neil himself. Over 21 years, I grew with the business organically, something that wouldn't be possible in a larger organisation. Sales engineer to senior sales engineer to sales manager to operations manager to CEO. The business transformed too. When Neil founded it in 1985, we were a distribution business selling other suppliers' products. By the time I joined, we were becoming an engineering-based company developing proprietary products. Recently, we doubled our revenue in just 4 years. My philosophy has always been that customer connection drives innovation. You can't innovate behind a desk. Even as CEO, I stay customer-facing. Some say that's unusual, but I see it as our competitive advantage. By 2023, Neil and his wife Christine had run the business for almost 40 years and were ready for a new chapter in their lives. The complexity was this. I was simultaneously selling the business on behalf of the exiting owners while increasing my own stake. Adding to that, I was seeking the right partners to invest alongside myself. I had to ensure fair value for all parties while being right in the middle of the transaction. It's an enormous emotional and mental weight. You're managing the future of the business while ensuring the people who built it are properly looked after as they retire. What made this tricky was that every decision impacted multiple parties.
Hi, I'm John Downs. Throughout my career, I've seen that sustainable, profitable growth comes down to one principle. Focus on only a critical few actions that will actually move the needle, rather than trying to fix everything at once. I met Charles through the Entrepreneurs Program. Kinder Australia had obtained a business growth grant that funded Charles's participation in the CEO Masterclass. The timing was coincidental because Charles was preparing the business for sale at exactly the same time. What started as a strategic planning exercise became something much more comprehensive.
The CEO Masterclass became a pseudo-advisory board for me. I already had a formal advisory board at work, but the Masterclass gave me a different kind of sounding board. There were other CEOs facing similar challenges, working through strategy systematically. This provided a safe space for constructive feedback on your own vision.
The Masterclass complemented the formal advisory board that Charles already had at work. We worked through systematic strategy while he navigated one of the most complex business transactions I've seen. My role was to help Charles balance multiple competing interests, his responsibilities as a CEO, his duties to the selling shareholders, and his position as a buyer and his vision for the business's future. I've been on both sides of the equation. I built and exited my own business. I spent years at Deloitte working on valuations and mergers and acquisitions. That dual perspective helped me understand what Charles was really navigating.
The CEO Masterclass gave me the framework for systematic decision-making during an incredibly complex period. John helped me think through strategic implications of the transaction, not just the financial mechanics. We completed the sale on April 30, 2025 after an 18-month process. The business went from 3 shareholders to 12. We also established a board of 4, a chairman, 2 directors, and myself as the director and CEO. I rolled over my existing ownership and increased my stake. Neil and Christine got fair value for their retirement. The legacy they built is protected and positioned for growth. John helped me see that this wasn't just about a transaction. It was about stewardship, balancing legacy with future, honouring what was built while positioning for what comes next. Now I'm 3 times busier than before the sale because of our growth ambitions. But the business has the structure, the team, and the vision to achieve those ambitions.
So if you're navigating a complex transaction, whether you're preparing to exit, managing a succession, or balancing multiple shareholder interests, these situations require both strategic frameworks and genuine understanding of human dynamics. Being exit ready doesn't necessarily mean you're going to sell. It means your business is trading really well. It can operate without you. Whether you choose to sell or choose to stay as an investor enjoying strong returns, that choice is yours. Identify the critical few actions that matter the most for your specific situation. create the space to navigate the complexity with dignity and respect, and then execute with clear accountability. Visit thecriticalfewactions.com.au and let's discuss what your critical few actions are to ensure your business and your legacy thrives.